So it's all like how it was. It's all how it was documented. It's all the way it was documented. That's why yeah, there's no such thing as Virgin Mary. She was actually pregnant. She was actually pregnant because some dude had sex with her um,
How do you know
when
that?
she was sleeping. When she was sleeping, this was a theory. I don't know, but then
Okay.
yeah, obviously it's no, it goes against all this thing. What do you say? Scientific. I base my opinion on science. Alright, I base all of my
So, do you believe
theory. I base
that
all
God
of
exists?
I don't believe in God. I'm an agonist. I believe in some energy that exists that we need to have faith in, but it's not this.
Agonist? Agnostic,
Yeah,
you meant?
yeah, agnostic.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So,
So,
so like believe in the energy, the concept of energy and positive and negative energy, all of that. I don't believe in the form of God. I don't believe in the physical form of God.
but what does then spirituality mean to you?
Spirituality is basically peace for me, in my opinion.
The earth isn't round, it's flat. How do you know? I've observed it in all my travels over Europe. It's flat. Everywhere it's flat.
So, what do you know about flat Earth?
Mm, jack shit. I don't care about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I mean, I believe in like basically I have very weird theories and weird imaginations about everything that's going on around me. Like I don't base my opinions on whatever science has proved already, or maybe their theories. I don't base my opinions on theories. I base my opinions on like research and stuff. Or
Your own research or someone else's research?
I no, I research as well as I look at other people's research and I base my research on those research topics. Get it? Like I don't have a strict way of doing it. I just
So,
go around everywhere looking for shit. Like I just explore a lot. That's all. So like
no, but you just said that you don't base your ideas on theories. But there,
yeah, not theories exactly. Like
but there are
yeah,
scientific theories, right?
yeah.
Being a medical
Um,
student, you should be aware of the
yeah,
germ theory.
I know. But
Germ
yeah, but
theory,
I don't
right?
debate. But I don't debate about it. So
Okay, as in you're sure about it in that way.
no, because like I am. See, as a medical student, I'm forced to accept certain facts. I'm forced to accept certain things, which I may or may not agree with. But then I technically have no say in it. I can't question it because I'm not in power to question it, and I don't have enough evidence to question it. So like
Thank you for being so honest. So, I do not think that the germ theory actually makes any sense.
which yeah, I mean it's opinions again. It's a theory. So
No, but again,
That
it's an accepted scientific theory, right? We are
yeah,
being
it's a
taught
theory.
that
That's why it's
theory.
called a theory. That's why it's called a theory. Like we have to accept it. We are forced to accept it. In medical school, most of the shit that we study we are forced to accept it. We might question it, but then even if we question it, there's no base.
Whoa.
For example, vaccines. You aren't taught a lot about vaccines. You are told about the schedules, which vaccine to give at which age, but
Yeah,
what are the
yeah,
contents of the
yeah,
vaccine? What are the effects of that
yeah, yeah.
vaccine? You're not really
Yep,
taught about that. So,
yep.
what's your opinion on these corona vaccines going around in the country and people lining up to get their jabs?
Honestly, as long as the virus is mutating, I would recommend personally. I wouldn't recommend anyone taking the vaccine because the more the virus mutates, the more vaccine you give to people, the more it mutates. The more it mutates, the more dangerous it becomes. Right?
So,
So
thankfully, you are not a medical practitioner now, but all the practitioners have been classified as frontline workers and they had to get the jab.
yeah, I mean, I am exposed to it the most because like we are. See, the thing is, I'm not in the country. I'm not in India. Okay.
Oh, where are
Like
you?
here, like, I'm in Georgia. So like
Nice.
here, the Here, our professors, the professors who come to teach us, actually, most of them are infected, but then they have to teach us because they want to go forward with the curriculum. So they come to the class wearing PP kits, even though they are infected, so that they don't infect us, right? And we are at high risk. But at the same time, none of us would want to take the vaccine because like we don't want it to mutate further. It has already mutated a lot. The new mutated strain is because of like because of the vaccine given to such a large amount of people. If you It's like there's something called as herd immunity. So if majority of the population is actually affected with COVID itself, uh, like if the population is accepted like sorry affected with COVID itself, then eventually there might be deaths of immunocompromised people, but you need to protect them enough. You need to see I the as per me, as per my research, or as per whatever I have gained, I would recommend that people be exposed to coronavirus, alright. But at the same time, for immunocompromised, they need to have a certain type of medicine to prevent this infection. Like to block the see basically coronavirus has this capsid that is used that it uses to infect.
So are you?
So to block that capsid action,
Yep. So are
right?
you interested in conspiracy theories by any chance, to whatever extent?
Yeah. I've I've read a lot about it, but then not like see whatever comes in my way, I just read it and I just like
Okay.
don't keep it in my head a lot because I know it's gonna fuck my brain up. So,
Do you know about Event 201?
no, I have no idea. I don't research a lot about it. I have no idea.
So it is an event conducted by the Johns Hopkins University plus the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation plus a few other very big organizations. And it was
Mm-hmm.
basically conducted in October of 2019, just before we were hit by the pandemic. And what it was a pandemic exercise, a simulation of a pandemic. What if all of a sudden tomorrow we are uh, confronted with this kind of a pandemic? Then what are we supposed to do? How are all the countries going to interact with each other, and how are we going to deal with this situation as a whole? This entire thing was simulated in October of 2019, and the entire video is there available on YouTube also, and there is this website also, event 201 or something. And Bill Gates is the person who is benefiting the most by selling all the vaccines all around the world today in reality. So, people who call others conspiracy theorists, so called, quote unquote, call them coincidence theorists. So, according to them, maybe this is just a coincidence, but this is not the only one. There are many from decades ago, right? So, this pandemic, what you're talking about, a virus going around, somehow they already knew that in the year 2020, something of this sort is going to happen. So, it's not just a question of they knowing it, but actually they planning it and they executing it just as they planned.
Did you know? So you heard about the 2012 thingy, right? The so-called end of the world in 2012, blah blah blah, 12, 12, 12, and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was going on. So even that was predicted well in advance, but nothing happened. So these people, it's like something like that only. But so that's why I don't base my research or whatever on these theories because like sometimes they say some idiot comes and says something, and then if it turns out to be true, they're like, oh shit, he predicted it before. If it doesn't turn out to be true, they were like, ah, it's a fluke theory. He just told it randomly. So it's like that. It doesn't have a base as such.
Okay, I'm saying this is not the only connection, and this is something getting true, not that you later realize that nothing of that sort happened, like in 2012, right? So, all of it was basically just made up, and only stupid people maybe fell for it. But this one is right in front of your eyes. You can connect all the dots.
Makes sense.
So, even
Means
before
both
that,
Corona.
there is. So, are you interested in the Illuminati shit? Anything about the
Yeah,
Illuminati
sort
or?
of. sort
there
of.
being a secret cabal of people governing the entire world, controlling the entire world.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I, honestly speaking, Illuminati is like, what do you say? I feel that, okay, I am not a. I feel Illuminati is exaggerated to a really weird extent. Like the whole thing about demon worship and all. It's basically, see, paganism has been there for a long time. It's not just Illuminati that supports it, right? So like they consider Illuminati to be a cult sort of a thing, but it's not exactly, right? It's just a set of believers who have certain set of opinions. And Illuminati basically means that people, people who know about the world, people who know the truth about the world and all of that. Like I feel that people who know the light, people who know the like people, illuminated people, basically people who are enlightened about whatever happened, whatever is the fact, right? Whatever scientific fact or theory that is based upon this. And the whole concept of this so-called demon worship, so-called cult, I don't believe in all of that. I'm just like, it's just a bunch of nut jobs who came together and made this whole cult shit. And then just to scare people away from it, the church made it like demon worship or whatever. I feel that all of this has church behind it, and I feel that like they just wanted to make it a, what do you say? Um, I don't know how to explain it. It's just so fucked up. It's so messed up. I don't know. Illuminati is very messed up. It's very deep. You need to like dig into it. So yeah, I don't know.
Hmm. So don't you think there are real? So you were right about Illuminati not being anything new and paganism always being there. So that's the point.
Mhm.
Illuminati is paganism and it is
Yeah, yeah,
nothing new.
but the church felt threatened by it. No, see, paganism, the beliefs of paganism is like very concrete. They have proper evidence. They have proper, you know, there. See, if you spread paganism around the world, paganism will spread faster because every religion, everything is based on paganism, like, except Christianity. Except Christianity, everything else is based on paganism. It's like nature worship. Everything is based on nature worship. But like Christianity felt threatened by it. Christianity felt like the church felt, not Christianity exactly, church. They felt threatened by it, saying that their monopoly will decrease. Their Vatican will not have its power. The power that it has now, it won't have its power. So like that's why they try to suppress paganism. They try to suppress everything. So Illuminati was the strongest believer of paganism amongst all the cults or groups that existed back then.
Do
So
you
that so
do you consider the Vatican to be the
yeah.
authority of Christianity all over the world? They are the
Not
ones,
exactly.
are they the ones according to you who represent Christianity?
No, they don't represent Christianity as such, but they have the monopoly compared, like when it comes to majority of the powers all over the world, like major powers all over the world, they consider Vatican as the monopoly of it, of Christianity. But no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't
Yeah,
say that they represent Christianity.
but do you know
I
what
wouldn't say that.
the reality is? The Vatican
Yeah.
is the exact image of the Antichrist as written in the Bible. The Vatican is as evil as it gets.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
It has
But
nothing
then
to
what
do with real
they're
Christianity.
using. Yeah, I know, I get it. But then they're using the image of Christianity against. That's why it's. Why do you think these Orthodox Christians were formed? Why do you think these Protestants were formed? They were formed against the actual the image of the Roman Catholic that has been portrayed by the Vatican Church. Right? So
अच्छा,
like,
यहाँ पे अभी सीता एंड एवरीथिंग जिस पे
huh?
बात चल रही थी, were you the one who was saying कि
Yeah,
all
yeah,
these things
yeah,
actually happened and
yeah. No, no, I was saying the opposite. I was saying that they have been exaggerated in a way that,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
because
so
I've
do you have
because
the
I've
same opinion
uh,
about the characters of the Bible also? Do you really think that we can be sure about a person like
yeah,
Jesus Christ being
yeah,
alive?
yeah. the person existed, but then if his actions were considered to be. See, but honestly speaking, the people back in Palestine and Jordan and all that, right? They were actually barbarous as fuck. Like literally, not even kidding. They used, according to them, women were considered to be just sex toys. They were really barbarous, all right. And Jesus Christ was the guy who saw all of this, and he felt that it was not right. So he tried to change it. When he tried to change it, people out of it in a miraculous way, because they have been seeing rap since childhood, and then they suddenly see something good happening, they will obviously keep him on a pedestal. So they kept him on a pedestal, and every single thing that he used to do was considered to be a miracle. Right? He saved that female from getting molested. They exaggerated and told his story. So it's all that how it was. It's all how it was documented. It's all the way it was documented. And that's why, yeah, there's no such thing as Virgin Mary. She was actually pregnant. She was actually pregnant because some dude had sex with her um,
How do you know
when
that?
she was sleeping. When she was sleeping, this was a theory. I don't know, but then
Okay.
yeah, obviously, it's no, it's against. It goes against all the this thing. What do you say? Scientific. I see. I base my opinion on science. All right. I base all of my.
So, do you believe
See, I base
that
all
God
of them.
exists?
I don't believe in God. I'm an agonist. I believe in some energy that exists that we need to have faith in, but it's not this.
Agonist? Agnostic,
Yeah,
you meant?
yeah, agnostic. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So,
So, so like believe in the energy, the concept of energy and the positive and negative energy, all of that. I don't believe in like form of God. I don't believe in a physical form of a God.
but what does then spirituality mean to you?
Spirituality is basically peace for me, in my opinion. Anything that you, any form of, you know, ritual or whatever you perform, if it gives you inner peace, that's spirituality for me. Whatever. See, I go to temples to get peace. I don't go to temples for asking for anything or whatever. It just gives me peace. That's why I go there. That's why. Like it's my opinion. I don't want to force it on anyone, but yeah, that's how my brain works. What are my thoughts about Hinduism? I don't have a concrete thought about prop Hinduism as such, like religion as such. I have like see, I believe all religions have teach the same thing. All religions preach the same thing. It's all in a different way. It's all in different ways they're doing it. So yeah, and I believe that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know my views are very weird and messed up, but that's how
No,
I
just
am.
that they are superficial.
Yeah, it's I don't have like because I I I don't get time to actually reflect on all of this.
Yeah, that's okay. You're just 20.
Yeah, I've never been exploring. The only thing that I did was out of curiosity. Like honestly speaking, I began researching about Dan Brown and like Illuminati and all after reading Dan Brown. So you can imagine how shallow my opinion is about it.
Yeah, that's what I always tell people. Ki people get to know their idea of Illuminati is all that Dan Brown says about it. And it has been
Yeah.
designed in such a way. They want you to know just enough so that you have the impression that you understand Illuminati, but you never care to look deeper into it. You just get the feeling that I know enough. I don't need to look any further.
I mean, further information does not concern me either. So, like, is
Yeah, but what concerns you? Does it not concern you that you have been told lies all your life?
no, I don't give a damn. See, as long as I'm safe, as long as I'm happy, as long as my loved ones are happy, as long as I can contribute something to the society, or as long as I can help as many people as I can, I don't really care of what has been taught to me, because whatever has been taught to me has brought me so far. Like has cultivated has what do you say?
Good night.
know,
हाँ हाँ
huh?
पक्का. Hey Andy, hi.
Hi, sorry. Yeah, so I was saying it has made my opinions, it has built me this way, right? So I'm glad that has happened. I'm thankful for it. I have gratitude for it, and I don't really want to spend my time trying to question everything that's happening around me. Rather, I would change it to actions, and I would work on how to improvise what is happening around me rather than like question everything. So yeah, how my brain works.
Okay, so let me give you this analogy. Suppose you have a partner, and
Yeah.
that partner lies to you, basically is cheating on you, and somehow you get to know that he had lied to you. Now, is your partner's actions going to matter after you realize that he was a liar? He's going to do everything to make up for it. And I mean, he's going to take care of all your needs and everything that you ask for him for his mistake, right? And he's also going to commit that it was a one time mistake. But again, how are you ever going to know whether he's going to repeat that mistake or not? Because he did not come and tell you, you actually caught him. So now that he's a liar, wouldn't it bother you that he has lied to you once?
See, first of all, I believe in honesty, alright. I believe in being truthful and loyal to someone. If he's a liar, alright, if he has lied to me, I would I would seek, I would first of all try to find the reason why he did that. Right. I would dig deeper into why exactly he did that, what made him lie, why didn't he trust me enough to, this thing, to say the truth, and what was it all about? I would first try to find that out. If it's a valid reason, then I would forgive him. I would move on. If it's not a valid reason, I would immediately leave him, even no matter how much it hurts me. I don't deserve to be treated that way because I when I give something to someone, I contribute something to someone, I expect uh, them to at least respect that, and I expect them to not take advantage of it or not exploit it, right? So I would basically focus on that. And he baat, like me asking him to fulfill my needs or whatever, I never want that. I can fulfill my own needs. I don't want anyone else to fulfill my needs, or I don't want anyone else, I don't want to depend on anyone else.
No, no,
To me,
my point was whatever conditions that you keep, that you are going to forgive him only on these conditions, he fulfills all those conditions. That's what I meant.
no, I won't keep any conditions personally. Alright, I won't
Hmm.
have any conditions.
So, anyways, my
I
point
would
was that why
yeah,
does it not matter to you when the teachers whom you trusted in school and you weren't even
yeah,
mature enough to question all those things that you were taught? So all these
yeah,
things that you do in case of a person whom you really trusted and he lies to you, you should do in this case also. And ultimately, again, you are going to come to the conclusion that maybe it wasn't their mistake at all. They were told and they were taught the same thing in their schools as well. And they are being paid to
yeah.
teach you the same thing. But then you are going to have to question those bastards who are at the root of all this lie, right? People like NASA, your government. And then maybe you will realize that the entire system is too corrupt, and that may open your eyes to what's going on right now in the entire world. Some
That's
unprecedented
true.
events are going on, right?
I mean, that's true. That's true. It's all about, that's all there. That's all there. But then at the same time, like, you need to have, see, education or knowledge is all perspective. If you're curious enough, you will go and dig deeper. If you're not curious enough, you will just leave it at it. You'll just be like, this is what I learned. It's fine. This is enough for me. It's all if you want to gain that perspective or not. If you want to expand your knowledge or not. Right? If you don't want to expand it.